Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So today, just a real quick one. The Xbox One X was announced at E3, and we do have the spec sheet. So, just want to quickly go over this, just kind of give you guys some information, see what you're going to be spending your $500 on later this year. But, going over some of the important stuff, let's take a look here. So the Xbox One X, it does look like it's smaller than the original Xbox One, about a little tiny bit bigger, you know, width and lengthwise. Thickness is a little smaller than the Xbox One S. But now taking a gander over here, the weight, 8.4 pounds. So a little bigger than the Xbox One S, not by much, but a whole 2 pounds bigger. And a good 0.6 pounds heavier than the original Xbox One. So that's a little crazy. They got a lot of stuff crammed in there. Wonder how the cooling's going to be on that. Now looking at the CPU, 2.3 gigahertz, 8 cores. The One S, we had the custom Jaguar at 1.7 with 8 cores. So nice little upgrade in the CPU. GPU, we're also looking at a nice little upgrade. On the X, we have 1.17 gigahertz, whereas the One S, we had 914 megahertz. In the original, we had 853. And then we have, with the X, 40 CUs with 6 teraflops. The One S, 12 CUs with 1.4 teraflops. So a pretty big upgrade there. Memory, we're looking at 12 gigabytes. GDDR5, 326 gigabytes per second. Quite a bit of an upgrade over the previous versions, so that's nice. Flash memory, 8 gigabytes across the board. Internal storage, 1 terabyte. On this version, who knows, maybe down the road they'll be doing larger drives for it, but 1 terabyte should be good to start. The One S, we did have 500, 1 terabyte and 2 terabytes. And then one of the upgrades over the original Xbox, but which is also on the One S, is the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. So that's pretty nice if you can utilize that. 245 watt internal power supply, whereas the One S had 120 watts and the original 220. So quite a bit more wattage going on there. Now scrolling up, looking at our video, HDMI resolution and frame rate, 2160p at 60 Hz. And we also have the AMD FreeSync HDMI variable refresh rate when ratified. Very similar to the One S, just with those new additions. HDR10 support, yes, other than the original. Content protection, pretty similar across the board. The video codecs, don't really see too much going on there, except for we do have the VP9 added onto it. Our audio as well seems to be pretty similar across the board. Pretty interesting stuff. HDMI audio pass-through, Dolby True HD, DTS HRMA. Pretty similar across the board as well. The decoded codecs, pretty similar. Our wireless should also, it looks pretty similar as well across the board. Some minor improvements over the original release. Ethernet's all going to be pretty much the same. Accessory radios, dedicated dual band Xbox wireless radio, all the same. We have 3 USB 3.0 ports, on all 3 incarnations of the Xbox One. Our HDMI out though, we do have a newer version, 2.0B, whereas the S was 2.0A, and then the original was 1.4B, which had been a standard for a while. So we are getting some newer standards, obviously, for our 4K. IR receiver, yes, across the board. No Connect port. You would have to use an external adapter, but I don't even really think the Connect is being so much utilized anymore. It's kind of a bomb. So, like I said, this is just a real quick video to go over some of the specs real quick. Give you guys a little look over that. Let me know what you think. Are you guys going to be getting an Xbox One X later on in the year? Is that something you want to drop $500 on? In my opinion, is it worth it? For me, no. I don't have a 4K television to utilize most of what this system is going to be doing. I do have an Xbox One S, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Don't know that I necessarily want to jump into an upgrade like this, but I do think it's kind of cool that these companies are doing these incremental upgrades to keep that system line going. So definitely I do see with with what the Xbox is doing, the PlayStation, they're keeping their systems alive for a lot longer than what we're accustomed to. It could be good and bad. You don't necessarily want to have to do an upgrade every couple years on your home console, but as long as all 3 of these versions are being supported, I don't see what the big deal is. Is everybody going to run out and get an Xbox One X? Most likely not. The people who can utilize it and have 4K televisions, 4K monitors, definitely those people who have spent the money and invested in that technology, they will benefit from getting an Xbox One X. They do have a lot of cool stuff they're going to be doing. A lot of games are going to be upgraded to utilize this system. And hey, it would be a nice upgrade for somebody who can actually use it. But for a lot of us who have not adopted 4K, we're not going to get much out of it. Not at the moment, anyway. Is it really going to make all the games look greater and better on a 1080p television? I don't know. Possibly. But to me, it's not so much about what the games look like. It's more about how fun the games are. If the game looks like garbage, yes, that can affect your perception of the game. You might not have much fun looking at it. If it's not pretty to look at, you might not enjoy it. There's a lot of retro games out there that, very old, or there's indie stuff that's new but has that old look to it, and they're very enjoyable and they're still very pleasing to the eye to look at. Now, not all games are created equal. Obviously, you could have indie games, you could have, revolutionary, crazy graphic games that using all sorts of the newest technology, and it still looks like garbage to you. Not everybody's going to be impressed, so to each their own. If you're going to grab this Xbox One X this year, bam, post something in the comments, talk about it, let me know what you think. Me personally, I'm not getting one, cannot use it. But what do you guys think? Smash that like button. Hope you guys appreciate getting a little bit of this information. Just throwing it out there for everybody to peep at. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. I'll catch you guys next time. Boom! Hey, if you're still watching this, hey, maybe you're a true fan, and I really do appreciate it. Well, if you could help me out, and you would like to get a Mad Little Pixel Boom t-shirt, check out my bonfire campaign. My goal is 65 shirts. Hey, who knows? Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Just need to sell 5 of them at least to get them shipped. So, if you want to help me out, hook a brother up, check out my bonfire campaign, purchase one of these Mad Little Pixel Boom shirts. Appreciate it. Catch you next time. Boom!